Agenda is the main agenda which has always been there, that is to enhance policyholder protection. And while you have seen an excellent beginning by the SBI Life today, but we in the IRDA, we are also trying to enhance the mechanisms by which we can ensure and enable the insurance industry as a whole to better deal with policyholder issues. So that will be our next major intervention. I think it will take the September month was not really so bad compared to September of last year. September month was much lower than the month of August. That is because new products came into play in that month. So it took time for the entire communication process to take place, for the agents to be properly trained, and for the various literature, documents and all these things to properly be distributed. So compared to August, it was definitely lower, but compared to September last year, the dip was not much. I expect the same trend to be seen in the month of October. It will take time for the industry to stabilize, but I think before the end of the year, it will. And I think by the financial year end, 2010-11, I think the position will be quite satisfactory. They are still not yet submitted their report, and so we are awaiting that. IPO norms has already been reported in the newspaper. I think SEBI has already cleared it, so that's it. At the present moment, we don't propose any Tier 2 capital at all. The entire capital in the insurance industry has to be Tier 1, and it is Tier 1. And the levels of capital are quite satisfactory. As far as M&A is concerned, the M&A, as far as life insurance companies are concerned, there is already a provision, a specific provision in the Insurance Act. So there is nothing fresh which needs to be brought out. With regard to merger of non-life insurance companies, even though there is no specific provision in the enactment, there are general powers, and there is one where in certain special circumstances the IRDA could direct a merger. Based on that and based upon the general provisions, there is no specific guidelines which are required for the M&A process to start with. But there has been a proposal which a certain 2 companies have put forward, which we are examining, and that will set the blueprint for these mergers and acquisitions going forward. Health insurance is a matter of great concern for us in terms of its product design and so on. So what the IRDA has done is, along with members of the industry, that is both the health industry as well as the insurance industry and the, let us say, the regulatory members of the IRDA, we have formed 6 working groups under the leaderships of FICCI and CII respectively. And they have looked at various aspects of health insurance. And as and when those recommendations are finalized in that process, we are applying them. So I would say the reform of the health insurance will be a continuous process. It is not something which we can say is over. As and when issues are raised and resolved after a completely, let us say, transparent and a thorough, consultative and expert interactive process, it is then that we will move ahead. Probably around, let us say, after this financial year.